Olá raposas e magos, tudo bem com vocês?
Eu sou a Yuki, e bem-vindos ao mundo da Yuki.
Bom vídeo! Continuando da onde paramos raposas e magos. Espero que gostem do vídeo, se inscreva no canal e ative o sininho de notificação para mais vídeos e futuras lives. Deixe seu like e comente o que estão achando. Não deixe de me seguir também nas outras redes sociais, links na descrição e bora lá, raposas e magos.
Começa a competição.
Alright, so this is our base. According to the rules, all we have to do is capture 3 of their bases in a row, and we win!
Vamos revisar nosso plano de jogo de...
The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula-How, needs only lift a claw, and poof! All that you behold shall be turned to ashes!
Mess up our match, and I'll lock you up till it's all over.
You killjoy!
We're a real dream team! Let's just charge right in!
We know each other pretty well, so working together should be a breeze. Still, let's not get careless. There are a lot of cliffs nearby, so our vision will be obscured. They could ambush us from the high ground too.
In that case, let's follow the water instead. See that flag over there? That's the Collective of Plenty's base, right? We'll approach swiftly on the water, sweep in and capture the base, then move up to the high ground.
I like the way you think.
I trust your judgment too, Lualani.
Eles nem vão saber o que os atingiu.
Alright then, time for me and my Sharky surfboard to strut our stuff. I'll take point. Everyone follow me! Here by the water route, just as expected. Classic people of the Springs thinking. Huh? They saw through our plan?
No choice but to face them head on now.
I'm ready! Alright then, time for a real showdown!
Come on! Show me your courage!
Fight! Drilling down!
Let's finish this next time!
Demolition time! Hey, no slacking! Give this everything you've got!
Target acquired!
Brace yourself!
Let's finish this next time!
My mistake! Claim these souls!
Not a bad training session. Let's call it a day. We won! At this rate, we'll be invincible!
Don't count your Yumkasaurs yet. Let's head over to the next spot.
Wait a sec! Don't forget to plant our flag before we leave. This is proof of our victory!
See that? Up above the cliffs? That's the Masters of the Night Wind's base.
The nearby mountainsides have all been blocked off by crystal clusters. Looks like they don't want us getting up there so easily.
Don't worry, leave this to Turbo Twirly! You've got this, Kachina!
You're finally here, Other Granny. If I'm back home too late, my vegetables will get thirsty.
Don't worry, we'll make this quick for you.
Alright, let's take a deep breath and grit your teeth!
Here comes another.
All ice on you! That was quick.
Let's finish this next time.
Take a look behind the veil!
Here comes.
All ice on you!
Let's ride! Let's shred, Sharky!
Is that all you have?
I knew you couldn't resist.
Set it!
All ice on you!
Got him cornered! My mistake!
Chances are looking slim. Perhaps it's time I got going.
All right! We've taken the Masters of the Night Wind's base too!
Look! Up there in the mountain! The flag of the Flower Feather Clan! Wow! Looks like they're already on high alert!
Yeah. Not only do they have the high ground, but they're highly mobile too. With our current forces, a frontal assault won't be easy.
Looks like I showed up right on cue, huh?
Yay! You're here too, Shilonen!
Eles falaram mesmo de reforços.
Let's save this small talk for when the flag's in the bag.
Now that backup's arrived, let's split up into 2 teams.
I'll lead a frontal assault to draw their fire. The rest of you find another route up and strike directly at the heart of their base.
I can taste our victory already!
Hold up! That's where Shilonen's headed! Let's find another way!
Okay, let's stop around here. We can use grappling hooks to climb up to the top.
Well, would you look at that? You managed to find a gap in our defenses somehow. But this is just the beginning. So stay on your feet. If you can.
We're not gonna lose!
Well said. Let's do this.
Let's have ourselves some fun!
Show me your
on,
witch
down.
out!
Show me your
Raining fire!
Still got plenty of bullets left with your names on them.
scorched. Which will it be?
Raining fire! Fire! Birds are crisp!
Quiet!
Souls!
Kick!
Birds are crisp!
Target acquired!
God.
Now you must pay.
I got it! Cool it down a notch! Birds are crisp!
All right, how about we call it a day?
Does that mean we've won? Told you we'd be unstoppable.
Well, that was pretty exhilarating, even as battles go.
Oh, you can say that again. I was still fighting off Cuckoosaur riders halfway up the mountainside when I'd heard you already taken the base. That was well played.
Valeu por nos cobrir.
Yeah, the going would have been way tougher if we had fought our way up.
How about the sacred flame crystals? Did anyone manage to get their hands on some?
I found a few shards, but they were only about as big as grain fruit chips. I gave them to the marshals from the Masters of the Nightwind on our way back.
Yes, and they gave them to me.
Granny C. Lolly, are you here to take part in the Bloomflower trials too?
I devised the techniques for the main matches, so of course I would show up. Those marshals handed the sacred flame crystals over as soon as they saw me. I did a quick tally. At this rate, we should have enough by the event's end.
That's awesome!
Até Ciclari não percebeu nada estranho sobre os cristais da chama sagrada. Será que estou exagerando pensando nisso?
Well, since everything's gone so smoothly, why don't we hit the hot springs tonight?
Oh, I am all for it. There's nothing like letting our hair down after a hard day's work. Ooh, and good food and drink wouldn't go down badly either.
How about we head over there together? You can all hitch a ride on Turbo Twirly.
Ugh, sorry, but I need to head back to the workshop to finish up some forging commissions first. Let's meet at the People of the Springs later this evening.
I need to help at the shop anyway, so I'll pick up some snacks there. See you all tonight!
I might be a bit late. If you're all there earlier, feel free to start without me.
Great! Paimon can't wait!
Huh? In that case, I guess I'll be off too. See you tonight! You're the last ones left! Come on, I'll take you to get changed. You remember where the changing rooms are, right? I'm pretty sure I showed you last time. Time sure flies. Oh, sorry. Let's save the reminiscing for later. Let's go!
Vocês se trocam em lugar familiar.
Woohoo! Let's get this party started!
This is the life. Hear this, Hot Spring. I hereby bestow upon you the name of the Almighty Dragon Lord. All the fatigue just floats away. If only we could do this every day.
Aren't you gonna join us, Shilonen?
I'm not a huge fan of being in the water. This right here is more my kind of spot.
And last but not least, surf, turf, and perch.
Ah, that smells amazing! Oh, hold your horses! There's a time for fun and games, and it's now when there's delicious food already on the table. Oh, wait for Paimon! Wahahaha! Take that, Kanich! Bow before my greatness!
Hey, watch it, How! You're splashing water everywhere!
This is so tasty! Traveler, you gotta try it!
Kachina! Tevat to Kachina! I made Sora's crackers. Come have some.
Okay, I'll be right there.
Kanich, you sureless! Unhand me! Let me go!
Whew, thanks for sticking around to help me clean up.
No problem at all. We had a blast!
Parties are always extra lively when you guys are here. It was so much fun. You know, by the way, I couldn't help feeling that there was something on Kachina's mind during dinner.
Eu também percebi.
Oh, it's strange. She usually comes to me for advice when something's bothering her. Maybe this something different? Oh, sorry to do this, but could you try asking her?
Of course! We'll ask the next time we're alone with her. If there was something we could do to help, there's no way we'd stand by.
Oh, thanks. That makes me feel a lot better. Anyway, I'll be heading off now too. Just remember, you'll always be welcome to come hang out with me at the People of the Springs.
Bye for now. See you soon.
O ato acabou.
Oh, here you are, Kachina!
Oh, hey. I had some time on my hands, so I decided to bring Io over to check on Melray and Nyan. Don't worry. Everything's gonna be fine.
Tem alguma coisa te preocupando?
Huh? What makes you ask?
Well, you seemed a bit down after the exhibition match, so we're kinda worried about you.
Thanks, Traveler and Paimon. I'm okay, really. I mean, it's hard to explain. I've just been feeling a bit lost. Despite losing the pilgrimage so many times, what kept me going was the belief that someday I'd win and earn a spot in the Night Warden Wars. So when I finally did, I was over the moon. I mean, things didn't exactly go as planned, and you and the others had to rescue me from the Night Kingdom. Still, I achieved my dream.
But after the happiness wore off, I felt hollow. I didn't know what to aim for next, or what I should work toward. Then the Bloomflower trials came around, and I could fight alongside everyone again. But when the exhibition match ended, I suddenly realized that everyone had real-life responsibilities to return to. And that got me thinking, am I the only one who's still like a kid? The only one who's left with so much free time on their hands? Who's never really grown up?
So that's what's been bothering you, huh?
Essa também é uma fase importante da vida, Katina.
Huh? You mean everyone feels like this at some point? I thought it was just because I hadn't been working hard enough.
Vá com calma enquanto procura o que você quer fazer.
Oh, I see. Thank you, traveler.
Huh. If you think about it, this is a good thing. Not knowing what you want means the future's still full of possibilities, right? When Paimon can't decide what she wants for dinner, she gets to imagine all kinds of delicious dishes. But if someone told her, "You're eating this tonight," kinda spoils the anticipation.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Veja que até você tem seus próprios momentos de sabedoria, Paimon.
Hey! Stop underestimating Paimon like that, would ya?
Oh, looks like you guys beat me to it. Is the little guy feeling any better?
Granny C. Lolly! Hello!
Hello. I didn't have much going on at the moment, so I thought I'd check in on our patient.
Mallory's been in a deep sleep this whole time. It's just as Aoife said. We'll need to gather all the sacred flame crystals before we can help him.
I imagine you're right. By the way, you haven't run into any trouble lately, have you?
Ter problemas?
When we discussed the sacred flame crystals after the exhibition match ended, everyone else looked happy. But you seem to have something on your mind.
Ah, então é isso. Eu estava preocupada com os cristais pudessem ser perigosos. Eu acho que tinha outra coisa em minha mente. Enquanto eu estava me preocupando com Katina, ela estava se preocupando comigo. Eu só deveria ser honesta com ela sobre o rumor. Você conta detalhes sobre o rumor dos cristais da chama sagrada.
A baseless rumor, but a fearful sounding one all the same. Fear stems from the unknown, so the more cryptic the hearsay, the more panic it spreads.
Wait, are the crystals actually dangerous? Then what about Milray?
Mawika was right. Even if trouble does come our way, she'll handle it. Still, there must be a story behind the Bloomflower trials being stopped. It is said that something happened the last time they were held. Since you're concerned, why don't we look into it? I'm sure we'll still be able to find scrolls from back then over at the Masters of the Nightwind.
Vamos lá.
Can I come along? I'd like to help.
I don't see why not. Come, let's head over to my place. We should leave this little Tapetlosaur to rest. I had someone gather up all the woven scrolls from that era. Maybe we'll find some leads we can follow.
There's that many?
Oh, this is gonna take forever.
Come on. Less whining, more reading. If we split them up, we'll finish in no time.
As várias histórias registradas nesses pergaminhos são como uma história embelezada que pode levar o leitor a um passado distante. Li vários deles, mas ainda nada sobre julgamentos florais, mas as histórias que eles contam são quase inimagináveis. Guerra, paz, aliança, traições. Parece que na Nátila, de 6 ou 7 séculos atrás, as relações entre as 6 tribos eram incrivelmente complexas e em constante mudança.
Why have you stopped? Did you notice something strange?
Ainda há conflitos entre as tribos hoje em dia?
There will always be tensions. But the intensity has changed. Usually the Pyro Archon tries their best to prevent intertribal disputes from escalating. But not every Archon has done that as well as Mauika. Also, given that our Archons live only as long as mortals, the transitional periods can be fraught with challenges.
Ah, entendi.
Far fewer conflicts have ended in bloodshed over the past few centuries. Whenever I read through these scrolls, I too am always struck by the thought of how unimaginable our lives would seem to people back then.
Hey, come check this out. This one seems to mention the Bloomflower trials.
Oh? Let me see. A curious coincidence indeed. It seems like the last Bloomflower trials were also held to save the life of an ailing Saurian.
Huh? Was it the same illness as Milrace?
The scroll doesn't say, but it seems likely. Strange. It's very unusual for such records to be so sparse on details. The scroll only vaguely alludes to 2 things. Firstly, that the Bloomflower trials were held to save a sick little Saurian. Secondly, that they seem to have failed. And that the chief of the Flower Feather clan had a major falling out with his younger brother. And later on, his brother left the tribe and lived as a recluse. That's all it says.
But that basically tells us nothing! You know, except that the person who weaved this scroll must have been slacking off on the job.
Ou talvez algo aconteceu que foi sensível demais para ser registrado.
Sacred flame crystals having the power to beguile human hearts. Is this where that's from?
Apesar de verificar os registros do pergaminho, nenhum de vocês encontrou
Looks like we'll
respostas.
have to approach this from another angle. I'll go take a look through some even older scrolls. Surely the trials were held more than once.
Seeing as that scroll just now mentioned the Flower Feather clan, I think I could go ask Chief Mutota. And what's our next move? Any other leads we can follow?
Pensando bem, aquele cocossauro misterioso que Miwa mencionou pode esclarecer algumas coisas sobre isso. Tenho a sensação que o certo cocossauro pode saber uma coisa ou outra.
A certain Kukasaur? Who told you that? Oh, Aoife's assistant Kakuku must have told you, right? I heard he sometimes translates for the other Saurians.
Esse pode não ser o melhor momento para entrar no mistério da imbuição sauriana. Acho que vou só dar os créditos a Cucu por hora.
Alright then. I'll look into those ancient scrolls, Kachina can head over to the Flower Feather clan, and you two can track down that Kukasaur. Let's split up and meet back here later.
Alright, let's finish this fast.
Leave me alone.
Oxi. Leon, você pode me falar mais sobre aquele cocossauro misterioso que você mencionou antes? Você quer ser amigo dele também? Isso mesmo, onde podemos encontrar ele? Encontrar ele não é nada fácil, porque ele tá sempre por aí sozinho. Um segundo. Ele aparece na nossa frente e ele desaparece do nada em seguida. É bem impressionante, na verdade. Uma vez ele nos levou a esse lugar absolutamente lindo, com um portal de pedra bem alto. E já todos os cocossauros lá, nós geralmente não invadimos o território de outros saurianos, mas já que ele nos levou lá, foi tranquilo. Ele disse que era a casa dele. Cocossauro e um portal de pedra. Parece que pode estar perto do clã das plumas de flores. Vamos dar uma olhada. Como ele se parece? Como vou reconhecer ele? É bem fácil encontrar. Se você vir um que parece bem leve e flutuante, é ele. Leve e flutuante? Sim, leve e flutuante. Você vai saber quem é assim que encontrar. Esse parece a única descrição que nós conseguimos pensar. É vaga, mas vai ter que servir. E se você ouvir, será que eu poderia dar um oi por mim e Mirror? Nós dois estamos começando a sentir falta dele. Ele veio nos ver, mas tinha gente de mais pra perto para o gosto dele. Claro, deixe comigo.
So, everyone got that? They'll never see this coming. We'll catch them totally off guard.
Leave it to us. We'll show them what we're made of.
Mualani, Kanich, what are you doing here?
Oh, Traveler, Paimon, it's you. We're nearly... Just between us, we're discussing our strategy for the next half of the exhibition match. But as for the details, those will have to stay a secret. After all, we'll be competing against you this time.
What about you guys? You seem like you're in a hurry. Has something happened?
We're on the trail of an extremely rare and elusive cuckoosaur.
Rare and elusive?
Vocês é o Kinit Mulone uma vez a explicação da situação.
In that case, we can help with the search. That description of the location's way too vague. The scenery around here is all pretty much the same. Without anyone to help out, it'll take you forever. What does the cuckoosaur look like?
Leve e flutuante.
Nothing more specific than that?
Aparentemente, saberemos quem é assim que o virmos.
Alright, well in that case, let's split up.
I'll check the higher ground and see if anyone over at the Flower Feather clan has any ideas.
I'll follow the river then.
Sounds like it's my time to shine. As Kanich will tell you, I'm a born hunter with the eyes of a hawk.
I haven't got anywhere else to be either. I'll take a stroll nearby and see if I can spot anything.
Awesome! Thanks, everyone!
Don't mention it. Anyway, we'd better get going. Catch you in a bit.
Come on, show me your courage.
Aquela fruta agora há pouco estava meio azeda. Experimente essa, está super doce. Saudações, companheiros saurianos. Olá, como podemos ajudar? Eu só estava me perguntando, vocês já encontraram um cocossauro por aqui que descreveriam como leve e flutuante? Ah, você tá falando daquele moleque, né? Ah, será que leve e flutuante são as mesmas características tão distintas? Esse cocossauro parece ter entendido instantaneamente de que eu estava falando. Ele aparece aqui às vezes, mas está sempre se esgueirando por aí, tentando não ser visto. Ele fica geralmente empoleirado em um penhasco olhando a paisagem sozinho, sonhando com sabe-se lá o que. Ah, é. E tenho certeza que o vi seguindo um humano alguns dias atrás. Bem, isso não é algo que se vê todo dia. Ele geralmente não chega nem perto deles. Então tem algum jeito que a gente encontrar ele? Eu esqueceria isso se fosse você. Aquele moleque aparece e desaparece como uma sombra. Vem comer com a gente ao invés disso. Vem, experimente essa. É doce demais. Ok, valeu. Essa pista não pareceu render muitos frutos. Acho que é melhor esperar e ver se Maverick e Kinit tiveram mais sorte.
Anything on your end, Kanich?
Nope.
Me neither. Kukasaurs all look so similar. They all look light and floaty to me. I mean, what could possibly be lighter and floatier than a pair of wings?
I didn't find anything either. How about you guys?
Sorry, Traveler and Paimon. We couldn't find that Kukasaur you're after. Are you in a hurry to find him? If you need a hand, I can come back and join the search again tomorrow.
Talvez ele realmente esteja se escondendo de nós.
Okay, well, if you need any help, don't hesitate to reach out. That's what friends are for, after all.
I've told my friends over at the Flower Feather Clan to keep an eye out. If they see anything, they'll let you know. So, what's your next move?
Acho que vamos voltar para os Mestres dos Ventos Noturnos.
Alright, I'll update them.
Come to think of it, Auroron could probably rig up a few traps and snag him that way.
It's not like Auroran's traps can catch just anything, you know.
You never know. Might as well ask him if you get the chance. Anyway, we'll be heading back now. Best of luck!
Okay then, see you later! And thanks for your help!
Essa música é boa.
Let me think.
Kachina, Sweet Lolly, what's up?
We haven't managed to find anything. No one seems to know what actually happened back then.
Any luck with your mysterious Kukasaur?
Não, ainda não.
In that case, I'd suggest we set this aside for now. It would be great if we could get to the bottom of this, but not every historical mystery can be unraveled. We must also learn to live with the unknown. Just remember, as long as we stick together, no challenge will ever be too great.
Yeah, I'm sure everything will work out. Still, after all this investigating, it feels a bit disappointing to come up empty-handed.
Whew, finally, dudes. Found you.
Aoife, what brings you here?
Kanich mentioned you were on the lookout for a Kukasaur. Just so happens a strange Kukasaur has been following me the past few days.
Kukasaur estranho?
No clue why, but this dude's been on my tail ever since I got back from the Children of Echoes. Not gonna lie to you, bro, it's kinda freaky. His footsteps are totally silent, and after dark, all you can see is a silhouette. So I didn't even realize he was there until Kakuku suddenly flipped out last night when he went for a drink. His squawking woke me up, and that's when I finally spotted a shadowy shape outside the window.
That sounds terrifying!
I could tell it was a little Kukasaur from the shape. After observing him more closely, I figured out that he'd been following me the whole time, but that he'd just been too quiet to notice. Not sure if that's the dude you're looking for, but if so, you're more than welcome to get him off my back. The sooner the better.
Wait a second. Does that mean...
Yep, dude's probably hiding right behind that tree.
Do you think we should send someone over to take a look?
It's okay, I've got this. What the... How's that even... Guys, get over here, quick! There's nothing scary about this. It's just...
Wait, surely that's not...
Ele é igual aos avós da Ayo. Não é surpresa. Nenhum tem descrito ele como leve flutuante. Ele é reconhecível instantaneamente. Não é como nenhum cocossauro que já vi. Esse deve ser o amigo misterioso de Mirror. Então, o que está espalhando os rumores são os cristais da chama sagrada, romper corações humanos.
Wait, shouldn't he have returned to the ley lines? Haven't they been fixed?
There are many possible reasons, but right now it seems that our priority is...
So why have you been tailing me, bro? If it's treatment you want, can't do much for you, man. Sorry.
He ran off!
Do you think he wants us to follow him? Oh, if only we had a Kukathosaurus on hand!
Hey, that's a good point. Where is Kakuku today?
He was so spooked last night that he rattled through every single word he's ever learned and then fainted. He was still out cold when I left.
All right, enough chit-chat. Let's just follow him. It looks like he wants to take us somewhere.
Você segue o pequeno cocossauro espírito e leva vocês para mais longe do que esperado.
Looks like he's finally stopped.
Why have you brought us here?
So, is there something buried here, or what? You want us to dig it up?
Após uma escavação energética, vocês desenterram uma caixa.
These are...
Woven scrolls, yes. Albeit very crudely made, and heavily time-worn as a result. Still, they're just about legible. They seem to document the very last bloom flower trials that took place centuries ago? Come, let's read them together. These might just contain the answers we've been searching for this whole time.
So, have you figured out a way to save him?
Indeed, I have. As far as I can tell, we need ocean zephyrs and sacred flame crystals. That's about it.
That's great news. Don't worry, little guy. You'll be better in no time.
Well, it's not every day that the chief himself drops by to check in on your Saurian buddy. Not so busy these days, huh?
You know I'd come even if I was. You're my brother, man. I heard you've been beside yourself since Antu fell ill, so I was worried about you.
I mean, Antu means the world to me. I promised to stay by his side until the day he's fully grown, ready to spread his wings and soar freely through the skies. I mean, with him around, I've never felt lonely traveling through Natlan. Sometimes he's happy, and other times he's sad. Sometimes he has tantrums, but then he'll curl up beside me when I'm down. And right now, he needs me more than ever. I'll draw upon everything I've ever learned to help him get through this.
I salute your courage and wisdom, brother. But these sacred flame crystals you mentioned, are you sure they'll do the job?
Well, I've studied the essence of the sacred flame and read various related scrolls. Sacred flame crystals are born from intertribal conflict. Back when the tribes were somewhat united, they would occasionally hold bloom flower trials in order to obtain them.
Seems like I've still got lots to learn, despite being chief. So, how can we use them? Is it really worth holding a whole competition just to get our hands on some?
Research on sacred flame crystals has been patchy to say the least, so there's never been a definitive conclusion. What we know for sure is that they can be used to treat certain chronic phlogiston-related illnesses. Others also say that they can be used to enhance a warrior's strength. There's something.
Enhance a warrior's strength?
It's speculative at best. We need to analyze an actual specimen to know for sure. As far as I'm concerned, as long as they can be used to cure Antu's illness, that's enough. Nothing else matters.
So you asked the chiefs of all the tribes to send people to take part in a scaled-down version of the Bloomflower trials? Remarkable that they agreed, given it wasn't so long ago that we were at each other's throats. Tensions are running high right now. If I were you, I wouldn't have had the courage to even ask.
I know, but I had no other choice. Fortunately, I've treated patients from every tribe, so the chiefs agreed as a way of returning the favor. With all this ongoing strife, it's been a long time since we've worked together on anything. This might be a good chance for reconciliation. Fighting side by side for a common cause? That's the way Natlan was always meant to be.
Let's hope so. By the way, what's with all this baggage? Heading out on a long journey or something?
I'm heading out to search for ocean zephyrs. In the meantime, I'll leave the trials in your capable hands. Just please make sure it all goes smoothly.
Come on, that goes without saying. Rest assured, I'm your brother after all.
Thank you. And Antu, be good while I'm gone, okay? Once I return with the ingredients, you'll be back on your feet and running around in no time.
Himara! How could you stoop so low, ambushing us on the field like that?
Ambushing? You've no one but yourself to blame for underestimating us. So what's all this fuss about?
Even if that was remotely true, your guys went way over the line. 7 of our warriors were so badly injured that they're still out cold as we speak. The Flowerfeather clan must compensate us for our losses. Hand over the sacred flame crystals.
And what, we'll hand them over after all that? Just because you waggled some fingers and said some angry words?
Didn't you claim that we're holding these trials to save a Sixorian? Take what's necessary for the treatment, then return us the rest.
Say something, Amara. We're not leaving until you give us some answers.
If the other elders were here, they wouldn't waste their time on such puerile questions. If anything, I just wish we'd managed to collect more crystals. There are always people who think they're so clever. So many contestants were just pocketing the ones they got in the trials. I'll bet your chiefs all have sweet little personal stashes too, huh? Everyone was in a frenzy, snatching the crystals up wherever and whenever they could. We're hardly the only winners. I wouldn't even call us the biggest ones.
You what?
I get it now. Snatching the spoils while using the Bloomflower trials to weaken the other tribes. You planned this all along! Ugh, that Nompole! Can't believe I trusted him!
The children of Echoes will not forget this! Let's go!
Brother, where's Antu?
Oh, you're back. Come, sit down. I'll explain everything.
Look, no need for that. I only came back to ask. Are the rumors true?
Rumors? What rumors?
That the Bloomflower trials spiraled into an all-out bloodbath, sparking a heated dispute among the chiefs. And that no one was bothered in the slightest about Antu. By the time anyone noticed, he was already gone. How could you lie to me, Amara? You promised you'd make sure the Bloomflower trials went smoothly. Why would you resort to such underhanded tactics?
You think I had a choice? As soon as one person broke the rules, the whole thing became a free-for-all. Playing by the rules gets you nowhere in this world. If I hadn't taken things into my own hands, another tribe would have just swooped in and seized the winnings for themselves. These sacred flame crystals, they have limitless potential. I, for one, wouldn't miss a chance to strengthen our tribe.
I won't debate ethics with you. Where are the sacred flame crystals? Give me some. I'm going to search for Antu.
I've put them all into our research.
You did what?
I did set some aside for Antu in the beginning, but he ran off, didn't he? So there was no longer any need. He's your companion, yes, but the life of a single Saurian is nothing compared to the future of our tribe.
Hear, hear. You've certainly proven yourself a worthy chief, Imara. Your name will no doubt be etched into the hearts of the Flower Feather clan for generations to come. Just remember this. No excuses can hide the harm your greed has inflicted. All the hope and trust that little guy placed in you, placed in me, you'll never know what that feels like.
Wait, Nampal! Where are you going?
Antu! Antu! Antu, it's me! Please! Answer me! Antu! Are you okay? Oh, look at you out here all on your own. I'm so sorry, Antu. This is all my fault. I'll think of another way. After that, I left the Flower Feather clan and lived here on this hill with Antu. He was running out of time. I took him from tribe to tribe, begging them to spare some sacred flame crystals, our last hope. But no one believed me anymore. I begged them again and again, enduring sneers, insults, even beatings. Until finally, Antu's time came. In those last few days, he seemed consumed by an overwhelming sorrow. And then I realized it wasn't just the sickness weighing him down, no. I remember once, over at the Children of Echoes, someone approached us with a sacred flame crystal, flaunting it before quickly putting it away.
Ah, this is what you're after, is it? Dream on. Go beg your brother for some. How many did he snatch up for himself? He's the one who put you up to this whole I'm a victim charade, wasn't he? I don't buy it. What are you? You little vulture!
For some reason, Antu harbored a deep and intense hatred for the sacred flame crystals. Whenever he saw one, he would muster up every last ounce of his dwindling strength in trying to destroy it. It wasn't until years after Antu's death that I finally guessed at the truth. He must have witnessed people fighting over the crystals without comprehending why. Unable to fathom how those once cheerful humans had turned from best of friends to worst of enemies, he concluded that they must have been corrupted by the sacred flame crystals themselves. In Antu's eyes, the only reason they'd started collecting sacred flame crystals in the first place had been to save his life. If I hadn't been there, none of this would have ever happened. He carried this guilt with him until the very end. I too shall be bound by guilt for the rest of my days. If only I had taken part in the trials myself. If only I'd seen the greed in Amara's eyes, or even came back just a little bit sooner. But the past cannot be undone. I have immersed myself in the study of medicine and spent my life healing all kinds of Saurians. I buried Antu here on this hill, where I too one day shall rest. Before my own time comes, I have recorded all of this on these crudely woven scrolls in the belief that the truth should not lie buried. May those who come long after us learn from our errors, lest they repeat them. May the Natlan of their day be united as one, free once and for all from bloodshed and strife.
Medicine born of guilt.
So the non-pole from the the scrolls was Aoife's ancestor? And that little cuckoo-sour spirit was once his saurian companion?
Seems so. That's why he's been following you around, Aoife. Even though he doesn't like appearing in front of anyone else, he senses something familiar in you. No wonder there weren't any records of the last Bloomflower trials. If anything corrupts the human heart, it's greed. And who'd want to immortalize the memory of a scandal by which all 6 tribes were tainted? The bitter irony is that the sacred flame crystals turned out to be nowhere near as miraculous as they believed. All that scheming, after what proved to be nothing more than a hollow fantasy.
Hey, where's that little cuckoo-sour gone?
Look, over there! Do you think he's sad? Or maybe he's lost in his memories?
Vou trazer ele de volta.
Thanks. I might need a breather over here. I regret lingering for centuries, unfolding like this before my eyes. Can't believe I'm just now hearing my ancestor's story. I gotta think this through. What should I do? What can I even do?
Anto? Hã? Você tá... Hã? Você não é a loira de agora há pouco? Espera, essa é a sua forma real? Você pode se transformar em humano? Incrível, dá para me ensinar como fazer? Eu quero falar com os humanos, mas eles não gostam de mim. Você ainda se lembra o que aconteceu na época? Só algumas partes. Me lembro de sentir muita dor, lembro de como meu bom amigo Nampoli estava preocupado. Em seguida a dor parou e meu corpo pareceu tão leve, mas eu não conseguia mais o encontrar. Eu me escondi e procurei. Me escondi e procurei. Procurei sem parar. Meu corpo continuava ficando mais e mais frio, como se ele tivesse congelado até ir de arrasta para cima. Com sorte, eu encontrei uma bela caverna confortável, onde me abriguei e dormi por um tempo. Quando eu acordei novamente, o mundo pareceu completamente diferente. Caverna? É, e tinha uns padrões estranhos na parede. Alguns deles até pareciam um pouco comigo. Será que ele está falando das ruínas da fonte secreta? Esse é o lugar mais próximo do Reino da Noite. Talvez a alma dele ainda não tenha desaparecido, porque ele estava hibernando lá. Quando eu saí da caverna, vi que aqueles monstros do mal haviam retornado, então eu fui ajudar. Foi assim que conheci Milan e Nayon. Nós três fizemos eles correr em círculos. Quando eu mostrei o caminho aos meus amigos, aquele monstro não tinha chance de pegá-los. Eventualmente aqueles monstros todos desapareceram, então eu ouvi lentamente o som da voz de Nampoli me chamando para eu ir até ele. Os monstros desapareceram. Isso deve ter sido após a batalha final contra o abismo. As linhas lei foram restauradas, então naquele momento ele poderia ter retornado ao Reino da Noite. Por que você não foi até ele? Eu queria, mas aí Milan pegou a mesma doença que eu. E eu fiquei tão preocupado com ele. Nampoli disse que cristais da chama sagrada eram necessários para a cura, mas aqueles cristais são mau. Assim que eles puserem as mãos nele, até os mais próximos dos amigos começaram as piores brigas. Todos começaram a agir tão estranhamente, como se eles todos tivessem sido enfeitiçados. Então você acha que tudo aconteceu por causa causado pelos cristais da chama sagrada? O que mais poderia ter sido? Eles eram amigos antes e costumavam cuidar de mim também. E tudo por causa daqueles cristais mal. Eu queria poder lançar cada um deles em um vulcão, mas precisamos deles para curar Mila. O que devemos fazer? Assim como Napoli concluiu no pergaminho, Antu não entendeu a verdadeira causa do conflito. Não foi o poder dos cristais da chama sagrada que corrompeu os corações humanos. Na verdade, foi a ganância humana e as conspirações. Mas o que podemos fazer agora por essa própria teoria? Será que eu conto a verdade? Do ponto de vista dele, saber a verdade faria alguma diferença? O que houve, irmãzona? Você parece pra baixo. Tô de boa. Vamos voltar para onde estão os outros. A loja de Antu está cheia de preocupação genuína. Eu não sei o que dizer a ele. Os tempos mudaram, assim como as pessoas. Ele é o único que ainda está preso no passado.
Bem, raposas e magos, eu vou ficando por aqui. Espero que gostem do vídeo. Se inscreva no canal e ative o sininho de notificação para mais vídeos e futuras lives. Deixe seu like e comente o que estão achando. Não deixe de me seguir também nas outras redes sociais, links na descrição e até breve.